Hey guys, welcome back. So today we're gonna be reacting to the best German food and what to eat in Germany.
If you know us at all, you know that we love food, and food is basically our love language. So, if there's good food in Germany, then might as well go there, right?
Yeah, and we love Germany.
Uh-huh.
We've been
Yeah.
wanting to go in Germany for a few months now.
Yeah. So, hopefully the best German food is amazing and looks amazing, good enough to go there. So, let's see.
Let's do it.
Mark here with Walter's World, and today we're going to talk about the eats of Germany, or like the most German things that you should have when you're here. And you know what? We've got to start off with probably the most German of the Germaniness, the sausages, the Wurst. Yes, there are lots and lots of bratwurst when you're here. There's lots and lots of sausage you can have when you're here,
Yum.
and you're going to have a lot, and you well should. Whether you're me, or you're my mom, or my kids, sausages reign when you're here, and probably the most
That looks
important one to
good.
have.
One thing I love is breakfast sausage or summer sausage with like crackers. Those are some of my favorite things.
I would love those in some eggs.
Oh, okay.
Is the Thüringer Bratwurst. So the Thüringer Bratwurst is just a type of bratwurst that you'll see on the street. People will be selling it in little stands, or you might see a person like
Yum.
carrying it like in a back
Those sausages so long.
I know.
It's larger than the band.
Yeah.
and they're cooking it in front of them. But that is the definition of a perfect bratwurst. Now, what's cool is sometimes you can get it at a half-meter size. Okay, so that can be a bit crazy. But Thüringer Bratwurst, that is your
Oh
traditional
my
bratwurst
gosh.
that you're
That's
used to, and
so
you know that you're
long.
gonna love with some zen, some mustard on top.
It's skinny
Now
though.
there are a lot of
Yeah.
other wurst, a lot of other sausages when you're here. If you're down in Bavaria in the south, there's Weisswurst or white sausage, which
Oh,
is really
what in
really
the
good, and they
world?
serve that with a sweet mustard and a pretzel, which is very nice. Now, if you're down in Nuremberg, Nuremberg's famous for their Nuremberger
Oh, that's
sausages, or
pretty.
the Nuremberger Wurst. And the thing is you might recognize a Nuremberger sausage when you see it because it looks like a breakfast link sausage, okay? And the thing is, they're small and they're tiny, and if you go to Nuremberg, you can get a plate, and they'll actually give you like a plate of 30 of them. But if you're walking
Yum.
around and have it, they'll give
That
you a
looks
little
sweet.
roll with 3 or 4 inside with some mustard. That's a great way to go, especially in
I
Nuremberg.
hate
That is a
mustard.
Me
must when
too.
you're there. And if you're in
I would add
Berlin, you
ketchup on
probably
mine
have the most
personally.
Yeah.
popular one that's become like a super trend snack in Germany and other places around the world. You have currywurst, which is curry sausage. Now, you may think, oh, it's a curry bratwurst. I'm like, no, it's a normal bratwurst. But what they do is they put curry spices into ketchup and make it a curry ketchup.
It's a lot
And
of
what they do is
ketchup,
they chop
though.
it up, and then they drown
Just
it in the curry
what
ketchup
I
and with some
like.
fries. It's fantastic. And honestly, if you're looking for some food thing to take back home from Germany, get some curry ketchup and take it home with you because that stuff is the bomb. And sometimes you can actually find the good stuff at Aldi back in the U.S. So there is that for you.
Oh,
Now,
really?
if you're looking for more of your traditional like hot dog kind of sausage, though, there's a lot of different names, a lot of different things that kind of go on there. But the closest one you're going to find is either a Frankfurter or a Bockwurst. Okay, those are two ones that are I feel resemble the closest to a hot dog.
Why are
or
the
a
buns so
Wiener
tiny?
Wurst
I don't
or a
know.
Viennese sausage. You'll see those as well, but basically on the street, your sausage choice is going to be that Turner Bratwurst. That's going to be your go-to walk-around snack kind of thing. Great street food here in Germany. Okay, now moving away from our sausages, because you know Germans eat more than sausage. I think. Yes, they do. They eat a lot of pork as well, and you will see
Oh.
Pork is
pork and
yummy.
more pork
I
when
love
you're
pork.
here. You can get a pork steak, a Schweinsteak. That's a popular cut of
Ooh.
meat. But one that you'll see probably the most is actually Schnitzel. And I know when you have Schnitzel,
I've heard of that
traditionally
before.
Schnitzel is
Me
made out of
too.
veal. But here in Germany, veal's more expensive, and so you have a lot of places
Yum,
that
that
give
crust.
you pork
That crust looked really crispy.
Yeah, it does.
schnitzel. Well, sometimes you see chicken schnitzel, but it'll be a pork schnitzel, which is the pork just beaten to a flattened thing. They bread it and fry it.
Oh,
It is super good,
yummy.
and there's a lot of
feel
different
like I
schnitzels
had
you can have.
schnitzel
My
before.
personal
I just don't
favorite is the
know.
Liga
Yeah.
schnitzel, which has mushrooms and cream sauce on top. Oh, so good.
That sounds amazing. And it'd be so good too if they like smashed it
Uh-huh.
because I don't really like super like dense meat. I love it like thin.
Yeah, me too. I love it thin and then juicy.
Thin and crispy. Yummy.
Yeah,
So
and
good.
juicy.
Can't go wrong
Mhm.
with that. Other pork things you might want to have when you're here. When you go around, you might see a thing called frikadelle, which is basically, I would call it a
Ooh.
meatball sandwich that you'll see the same places that sell you like
Ooh.
the currywurst and the bratwurst. They'll have those there. But the most important pork product here in Germany for me is Schweinhaxe, or basically you're calling it like pork shoulder or pork knuckle. You'll see that on there. And if you ever played a video game and they gave you like the ham hock kind of thing where it's the bone and the meat on it and it gives you all your energy back, that's what it is. And when you have one, you understand. And there's different ways you can have.
But I feel like that one won't have a lot of meat though. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's like bone.
Yeah, it might not. But I've heard, isn't meat on the bone normally more tender or something, or more juicy?
That's what I heard, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I prefer more meat than
Yeah.
bones in it.
Me too.
Have it. If you're in Berlin,
I also like the white meat rather than like the dark meat.
Oh yeah, I don't like the dark meat.
I'm not a big
they'll
fan.
call it Eisbein, and it's like boiled, okay? But if you're in other parts, they put it on a grill and roast it around, and the fat and the
looks
skin on the
yummy.
outside
It
gets all
does. It looks
crispy and so
really good
crunchy.
season.
You have to have it. Like that is my go-to, okay? And in certain
See?
places you can get Schäufele,
like he
which
said,
is kind of a similar
crispy.
cut as well. You'll see that we've had that a lot in Bamberg, but you don't see it all over the place. So Schweinhaxe, Haxe, go for it. Now, other meat dishes you might see, there is beef is here as well. You can get Sauerbraten, which basically says sour roasting.
Ooh, that gravy looks amazing. It looks like it has like a really good flavor. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah, I feel like I would eat that with rice because
Mhm.
it's so saucy.
Or like salty too. I heard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
could be salty.
That
yeah.
would be yummy with
But
rice.
basically, it's a long cooked piece of meat, which is nice. Also, you can get a rolled up beef, Rindrouladen, which is basically beef rolled up with some stuff. That's
Yum.
actually a nice thing to have. I see that a lot on some like lunch menus. It's very popular around the country. But there's plenty of meats. There's also plenty of fish you can have when you're here as well.
You like
but
fish.
one of
I
the other things
do.
that's
I'm
important
not
when
a
you're here
fan.
is the bread, okay? And yes, you can have a
yum.
pretzel, and of course you
Ooh.
want to dip this in mustard, by the way.
I love pretzels like that. It looks really good. I just love the really dude, what is it? Like the
Soft?
soft. I
Ah.
love when they're super soft and like mushy, not mushy, but like really soft. I don't know, and bouncy.
I love the Auntie Anne's pretzel. I had it in
Oh, really?
Malaysia, I
here.
think.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like any type of pretzel, but the soft ones, not really crunchy as much. And salty. Do you like salty or sweet?
Sweet.
Yeah. Pretzel with cheese is my
It's so good.
preference.
And if you're having
Chocolate,
a
I
big
will.
old beer,
Chocolate.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
goes
that
together
looks
perfectly.
soft.
So you have that. But you'll notice around Germany, there's tons and tons of bakeries
Oh.
because they make fantastic
those are
bread.
good.
Mornings,
Yummy.
breakfasts for you when you're
That's for
here.
the Lord.
You're gonna have these little rolls. Okay, they're called Brotkin, which is little bread, or Semmel, depending where you are and what kind of German they speak. And you'll have different kinds, like plain white bread versions. So you have multigrain versions. My mom's favorite is this one that has pumpkin seeds on the top of it.
Oh.
Like we search it out when we come to Germany, don't we, Mom? Like, to find it because it's so good. But you'll have
sounds
that.
yummy.
And I gotta warn you.
Over Halloween, would you celebrate Halloween?
No.
Oh, well, over Halloween, my family, we would get pumpkins and then we'd dig out the pumpkin guts and there'd be a bunch of seeds. And then you like rinse them and you season them and you put them in the oven and then you eat them.
Interesting. How
Well,
does it taste?
It's yummy. It's just like crunchy.
Oh.
It's like a chip. It's so good. We'll have to try that sometime.
November is coming up. It'll be in
It'll
3
be-
months.
It'll be
right?
more like October-ish.
Oh.
So that'll be soon.
yeah, that would be nice.
When you have breakfast in Germany, it is going to be the rolls, and then you're going to have cold cuts like ham, cheese, salami, and slices of cheese, and probably hard-boiled or soft-boiled eggs. Like that's traditional German
Yum. That deli meat looks so good.
Looks soft.
Yum.
breakfast. Like that's what you're going to have. And it's funny because when Germans travel to the U.S., a lot of times they'll complain to the hoteliers, "We don't want pancakes and eggs and bacon. We want our Scheibe. We want our ham and cheese cuts with our bread." So just be aware of that when you're here at restaurants and you're staying at hotels.
It's
and if
so
you want to try
cute
something
there.
for breakfast, a little more cereal based,
it
go for the
is, yes.
muesli. It's that mix of like you look at it and you're like, I'm going to be regular today after I eat this, okay? So you have that.
Aw.
Yogurt's also very popular to have at breakfast time, so you do have that. But going back to the bread stuff, also if you go to the bakeries, you'll see they'll have all these pre-cut pieces of cake of all different kinds, okay?
Oh,
and I know we're here in the
yummy.
Freiburg, which is in the
There's
Black
a lot
Forest.
of
You might think, oh, Black
bread.
Forest cake. I'm
Yeah.
like, yes, there is that, but for me, if you can get any kind of fruit cakes, not like fruit cake like you get at Christmas, but it's a cake that has a fruit topping on it, that's always wonderful. Germany is also
Yum.
great with
One thing that has, or that's really good with like fruit cakes is the balance of like freshness and the sweetness of the cake.
Oh yeah.
I love fruit cakes.
Pfannkuchen, which are basically different kinds of fried dough with powdered sugar on it in
Ooh,
whatever size and
yum.
form you can get it because they're amazing. And you have that. And the thing is, the bakeries are all over the country. You can grab
That's
stuff all
good.
during the day, have it for a snack. If you've got your kids, I recommend if you're pushing around in a stroller, go get them a Bodkin, get them a roll. They'll gnaw on that for a couple hours while you go see the sights. So that's really nice, okay? And honestly, you can
That's
never
really
go wrong.
nice.
That sounds very dreamy to be there.
I know, you can just walk and then you see a baker, grab some, and then eat it for snack.
I also feel like I would gain like 10 pounds if I went there.
Oh gosh.
Wrong with a good
'Cause I'd
apple
eat so
strudel, right?
much.
So you have that. Now, looking to the side dishes, which I think are very important because for me, the side dishes here in Germany are some of the
Ooh,
best
that
things you
looks
have. Because
so
you have
good.
traditional Kartoffelsalat, potato salad, and the very different versions they have it here.
Yum.
Sometimes you'll have it warm, sometimes you'll have it cold, sometimes you just want it all. You have that. You might have all these different versions of potatoes on the side. There's ones called
Potatoes are good.
Bauernkartoffeln, which is like
Yeah.
farmers potatoes, which basically they're kind of sliced up and then kind of they're fried, not like French fries, but they're like fried up in a pan, which is really good. A little speck, a little bacon in there.
Ooh.
That's wonderful. Also, you can look in for the noodles. Spätzle. Spätzle is a special kind of German
I've never
noodle
heard
you'll
of
have,
this.
and you can have it plain, or you can have Käsespätzle, which is cheese spätzle. Oh, that is a great side dish. I know some people enjoy the Knödel, which are dumplings. And the thing is, you can have potato dumplings, you can have bread dumplings.
Oh.
You can actually have liver
Interesting.
dumpling.
I
Like
love
liver dumpling
dumplings.
soup is actually really good for a
Liver.
starter.
Not
You can
liver.
do that. And Germany as well is when it's different seasons, different like veggies are in season, you can
Wow,
get
that's
so
a
much.
lot.
Like when strawberry season's and there's a great things there. Or we're here now during
Yum.
Spargel season, asparagus season, white asparagus. Oh my gosh, if you're here and they have asparagus, eat it. The Germans love it and they'll be mad if you don't have some. So definitely check that out when you're
Okay.
here. But let's
Asparagus, when they're cooked good, they're so delicious.
I've never tried those.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't think I tried those. No.
I think they can be so good, but if they're made wrong, it makes me gag, like the texture.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also have to take really small bites of it.
Ah.
Let's be honest. What's the side dish we all know about from Germany? Sauerkraut. Yes, you can get sauerkraut when you're here. And if you're not a big sauerkraut fan, my mom and I, we're not the biggest sauerkraut fans. We're actually big on rotkohl, which is that purple cabbage, that sweet purple cabbage with some apples in it. Oh, so good and so regular making, if you catch my drift. And then we have our drinks here in Germany. And obviously, the beer is a big thing here. But you have to realize there's lots of different kinds of beer. This is a Weizen beer or a wheat beer I have. You can get Pilsner beers, which
A
are more like
wheat
the beers you
beer?
have in the U.S., like a Budweiser kind of like clear beer. Then you have Schwarzbier, black beer, which is a little bit sweet, like in the Guinness
Oh,
family.
really?
It's fantastic.
What?
Klostritze is a fantastic beer to have. You can have, well, actually, what I should tell you is don't buy any beer specifically from Germany. When you're traveling around Germany, buy the local beer. So if you're in Berlin, you have Berliner Kindle. If you're here in Freiburg, you have Ganta. If you're in Bremen, you
We
have
don't
Beck's.
drink, guys.
People
Yeah.
are very much regional beer drinkers here, and you'll notice the difference. That's why when people ask, what's the national beer of Germany? Yeah, they're not, I mean, Warsteiner maybe, or Beck's. That's one that's all over the place. But people really have their local beer when you're here. So do that and have that, because if you get the local Altbier, like in Dusseldorf, it's going to be very different. That's what people like to drink there, versus if you're up in Flensburg and having Flensburger Pils in the north of Germany, okay? So something to be aware of. But what you need to realize, for alcohol, beer is not the only alcohol in Germany. There's actually a lot of great wine when you're here. If you go to the Mosel or the Rhine
that's
valleys, you can do
gorgeous.
wine tours there and go. I mean, it's so much fun. You
There
get to
you
learn
go.
about
You
the
love
wine,
wine.
have the food to go along with it. It's a fantastic experience. I've taken students there. I've
Wineries
done
are
by
very
myself
pretty.
there. I've done my parents there, my kids there. But the wine, it's white wine is the best here. Riesling, it can be sweet or dry. There's a lot of different versions
would
of it, but that's the
drink
wine
it.
you want to have.
I would drink it if it's sweet.
Yeah, you can get very sweet wine and very dry and bitter wine.
Yuck. I cannot swallow those. I would puke.
Maybe in one of our videos we can go to our local winery.
That'll be fun.
It's so pretty there. I love it there. I don't drink, but it's beautiful.
When you're here. Also, you can have what's called Apfelschorle. And this is a non-alcoholic drink. Yes, there are non-alcoholic drinks here in Germany.
yeah.
Okay, Apfelschorle is basically take really good apple juice and put bubble water with it. That's what you have. This is
sounds
like
yummy.
this is if you're hot in the summer, this is the refreshing thing that
Okay, we'll try that.
changes the day. So you want to have that.
Yum.
Also, you may wonder, Mark, can we drink the water in Germany? Yes, you can drink the water in Germany. How do you think they make such good beer? Duh. And one thing is, you can drink the tap water just fine. The locals, though, they like to have Wasser mit Gas, water with gas. So they like their bubble water
What?
when they're here. So be prepared for
Oh,
that.
I've actually heard of this, that they really like bubbled water, sparkling water.
Oh.
Yeah, so they like it with a little fizz in it, or carbonation,
If you
which is
support-
which is interesting because I think it tastes so bad.
Isn't that what you drink? The bubbler?
No, this is what I drink, and it's a sparkling water, but it's maybe what they drink is more like a tonic water, I think,
Oh.
where it's just carbonation and water.
I do not like flavored water or something like that.
I do like sparkling waters, like flavored sparkling waters, but not just plain
Okay.
for carbonation.
order water, they
They are
probably might
refreshing,
bring you
though.
just bubble water. So you might want to ask for, Wasser ohne Gas, water without gas, or stilles Wasser, still water, and that'll help you out there. And with all this heavy food, you might wonder, Mark, how am I going to be able to sleep at night? How am I going to digest? Well, what's great is there's there's actually more, but there's two popular digestives here in Germany that, unfortunately, in the U.S., one of them has become more of a college drunk shot, but Jägermeister and Unterberger, those are two shots that, honestly, if you have one of those heavy fat meals and you're like, oh, I feel horrible, have a shot of Jägermeister or have the little bottle of Unterberger, and it really does help your stomach digest,
Oh,
and you'll feel better
really?
really quickly. I didn't believe it, but I've had enough experience now that I totally do believe it, because I had some bad experience with Jägermeister back in college. So I tried to avoid it, but I was so full one day, my buddy gave me a shot, and I'm like, after 5 minutes, I'm like, hey,
That's why you don't
I
eat
feel
too
good
much.
again.
Yeah.
So I hope this helps you know some of the things you can eat when you're here in Germany. If you're looking for some more international fare or things people don't think that's typical German, there's so much international food here in Germany. You can eat great Spanish food, great Italian
yum.
food, because Germans really love food from all around the world. Great Indian food, obviously great Turkish food when you're here. You have a lot of Turkish immigration here. Probably the one thing you'll see the most that people have are doner kebabs. That's like my go-to snack when I'm out. If I want to have something on the go, it's the bread in there with the sliced up meat and the veggies and the sauce. Oh, Kreuz is also
That looks good.
so good. That's one, if you had a few drinks, it's a good thing to finish off your night, to sober you up and help you sleep and have wonderful dreams of Germany. So I hope this helps you know some of the things you can eat and
Oh, it's
enjoy
so
when you're here in
beautiful
Germany.
there.
Obviously, there are
Yes.
so many more fantastic foods and snacks here in Germany. Please put in the comment section below so we can have more fun foods to talk about and enjoy when we're in Germany or other travelers are there. And I'll say a special thank you to our patrons on Patreon and our members on YouTube.
Wow, I think that was a pretty good explanation.
Yeah, he's very good at it. I love how I know all of those yummy foods in Germany to
Mhm.
try. The pretzels.
Yum, it makes me so hungry and just want to go there.
Yeah, and all the pork.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, it looks so yummy.
I know, I can't wait to go to Germany,
Mhm.
really.
It'll be so fun. And Germany is just such a beautiful place. And now that we know they have good food, it's just a plus. Like, okay, I just want to go there more now. But anyways, if you guys liked our video, please like and subscribe and comment down below what else we should react to. And thank you guys for watching. Bye!